All right, so welcome to this video. Today we'll be looking at chemistry tutorial sheet 1, and I have with me a tutorial sheet of questions, and we are going to solve all these questions that you can see here. Okay, so these questions have the following concepts. These units and measurements, okay, how to convert the units. We have concepts on significant figures. We have concepts on uncertainty in measurements. We have concepts in accuracy and precision, as well as how to tell the type of error that you have. Is it systematic error? Is it a random error? So by the end of this video, okay, and after uh, solving all these questions here, you should be able to answer with ease all questions that you can see from the tests, from the past quizzes, and from the past exam. Okay, so this is a formula that has been tested and it has been proved to work. So even you, after watching this video, you'll be able to comfortably solve all the questions in the quizzes, the test, as well as the final exam. So let's start solving from question 1 there. All right, so our question here says an object was moving at a speed of 97.7 kilometers per hour. Calculate the speed in meters per second. Okay, so if they write meters per second here, this here is just the same as meters divided by second. Okay, meters per second is the same as meters divided by second. And another way in which they can write this, they will write it as M, and then they'll say S. In fact, I should say M multiplied by 1 over S, or they can also write it as M, and then this S here, 1 over S is the same as S to the power minus 1. Okay, so you can see that one thing can be represented in different ways. So I just wanted to mention it there. And it's the same for any other units. For example, kilometers per hour just simply means kilometers divided by hour, or I can say kilometers multiplied by 1 over hour, or I can actually say kilometers and then hour to the power minus 1. These things are the same, and they are read as the first unit that you have, and then this slash means per, okay, and then the second unit that you have. So here they've given us that this okay, they're saying that the object is moving at 97.7, okay, kilometers per hour. And they want us to convert, okay, from these kilometers per hour, they want us to convert to meters per second. Okay, so now whenever you have a conversion of units that deals with 2 units, okay, you're converting 2 units at the same time. The technique that you are always going to be using is what we call as dimensional analysis. Dimensional. Okay, so now what is this dimensional analysis? Okay, so in physics, you're going to use dimensional analysis to check the homogeneity of different equations, okay? But in chemistry, you're simply going to use dimensional analysis to convert units, okay? To convert units. So dimensional analysis is a method in which we just arrange the units in a particular way with their conversion factors so that those units that we don't want, they are going to cancel out. And then those that we want are going to what? To remain. That's what basically dimensional analysis is. Okay. So imagine I have 10 people. Okay, I have 10 people. And these 10 people, there are 5 boys and let's say 5 girls. Okay, and then I want to marry these people. So if I say I have 3 girls here, okay, and then I have maybe 2 boys there, and I want to marry these guys off, it means that I'll multiply by kind of the opposite of what I have here. I'm going to say I'll multiply with, okay, 2 girls and then 3 boys, so that these 3 girls can go to the 3 boys, okay? And these guys will marry. And these 2 girls, I mean 2 boys can go to the 2 girls and then they will marry. So something like that. That's how dimensional analysis works. But we'll get to look at it nicely. Okay, so now before you use this dimensional analysis, you need to know what we call as conversion factors. Okay, you need to know what we call as conversion factors. So these conversion factors are just ratios that allow you to change from one unit to the other. Okay, and there are a lot of conversion factors, but you should just memorize a few that are very common in the questions. For example, you should know how many meters make up a kilometer. Okay, and how many seconds make up an hour. Okay, those things, how many grams make up a kg? Those are standard conversion factors that we need. Okay, so here I can see there's kilometer and meter. So I need to know the conversion factor for what? For kilometer and meter. So I'm going to say 1 kilometer is equals to what? I'm sure we all know 1 kilometer is 1,000 what? Meters. Okay, what other conversion factor do I need here? I need a conversion factor of time because I can see hour and seconds there. So now 1 hour is the same as 60 seconds. Okay, 1 hour is the same as 60 seconds. Okay, so now we have a conversion factor for the distance, which is measured in kilometers. We have the conversion factor for the time, which is measured in hours there. And then we want to convert now this kilometer per hour to meters per second. So we're going to write this guy in this form. I'm going to say 97.7, okay? And then kilometers, okay? Remember I said this kilometers per hour is the same as kilometers divided hour, right? So I'm going to say divided by hour like this. Then I'm going to say multiplied by, I'm going to draw a line, and again multiplied by, I'm going to draw a line. So now, of these 2 conversion factors that I have here, okay, I'm going to arrange them such that the units that are already there should cancel out, and then the ones that should remain are those where I want to change to. So here I have kilometers and hour. So I want to arrange these conversion factors in a way that the kilometer and the hour will cancel. Okay, so that I just remain with the minute and the second. So you can see here that the kilometer is on top, right? So it means here I'm going to put it down. So this is 1 kilometer there. And this 1 kilometer is the same as what? 1,000 meters. So you put your 1,000 meters here. Okay, so that you can see here that this kilometer can easily cancel out with that because we don't want it. And in a similar way, we can also arrange for the time. So for the time, okay, you can see the hour is below there. So it means that when I write it here, it should be above. So I'll write 1 hour there. And then, in fact, here I made a mistake. There's a small error here. 1 hour is equals to 3,600 seconds. Not what I wrote there. Okay, so this will be 1 hour is equivalent to 3,600 seconds like this. Okay, then now you can cancel what you don't want to remain with what you want. So kilometer cancels with the kilometer. Okay, the hour cancels with the hour. Okay, so now what do I remain with here? I remain with this 97.7 multiplied by, these units have cancelled, so this is just 1 multiplied by, here I have 1,000 meters multiplied by, on top there's just 1 and then divided by 3,600 what? Second. So what are we going to do here? Just multiply whatever is on top here, because this is the same as divided by 1, divided by 1, divided by 1. So it will be 97.7 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1,000 multiplied by 1. What are you going to get? Okay, so I'm going to just write it as 97.7 times 1,000, okay, divided by 3,600 seconds. Here there should be a meter at the end. Okay, so meaning that what would be our answer there? Okay, so we're going to say 97.7 kilometer per hour is the same as, I just have to multiply this on my calculator. Okay, so get your calculator and do 97.7 multiplied by 1,000 okay, then equals the answer that you're going to get divided by 3600. Okay, so what you get is 27.13 8 these 8 continuing, so I can round it off from there. And then on top, remember, I had meter divided by what I have down there is second. So this is what? Okay, so now to write your final answer, you go back to what you have. This has how many significant figures? 1, 2, 3. So it means even your answer should have 3 significant figures. So that would be 27.1. So that I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then this is meters per second. So that's how we can convert uh, the units from the kilometers to the per hour. Right, let's look at some questions where we'll be converting these units using the metric system. Okay, so a metric system is simply a system of factors of 10 and its sub-multiples. Okay, so you are just going to have numbers like 10 to the power something. Okay, so this x can be a negative number, can be a positive number, it can be 0. Okay, and according to the value of 10, according to the value of this x here that we have in the power, we are going to call that 10 power something a particular name. Okay, that's what the metric system is. So there are 4 videos on the website explaining uh, fully what the metric system is. So just go to your to the website, log in and go to the topic lessons. You go in the first topic where it's units and measurements. You're going to find a full lesson on this. Okay. And I actually sent even in the WhatsApp group some time back. So depending on the value of this x, the power, we're going to call this 10 power something a name. Okay. And uh, that particular name will make it easier for us to convert units. Okay, so for example, if I write 10 to the power 3, this is referred to as a kilo. Okay, this is referred to as a kilo. If I say 10 to the power minus 6, this is referred to as a micro. Okay, if I say 10 to the power 12, this here is referred to as tera. So this metric system here has to be in your head. Then it will be very easy for you to convert the units. Okay, it's not hard to memorize. I remember when we were in first year, as we even made a song. Okay, we used to sing it: pica, nano, micro, milli, centi, deci, kilo, mega, giga, tera. So we would know. Okay, so make sure you memorize this thing here. So now I said 10 power something, it indicates a name, and that name will have a symbol. So for example, kilo, its symbol is K. So when you say kilometers or kilograms, this K here simply means kilo, and its value is 10 to the power 3. So if someone writes kilometer like this, it's the same if I write 10 to the power 3 meters. It's the same, okay? Because this K, its value is this from the metric what? From the metric table. So now when you're converting units, okay, from one, okay, prefix to the other, then you just simply use the metric system. So for example, before we talk about the ones that we have there, if I have 3.9, okay, kilometers, and I want to convert these kilometers, okay, I want to convert them maybe to nanometers. Okay, so how can I do that? So the first thing is to identify the prefixes that you have there. Okay, so here I have kilo. I know that kilo is 10 to the power 3 from the metric table. Okay, here I have nano because this is small letter n. Small letter n is there. So that is nano. So nano is 10 to the power minus 9. So if I'm converting from kilometers to nanometers, what I'll do is that I'll just say, okay, I have 3.9 multiplied by this guy here, the one that it has. It is 3.9 kilometers. So this kilo, it's part of this 39, right? So I'll multiply with 10 to the power 3 for the what? For the K. Then I'm going to divide by the prefix of where I'm going to. So I'm going to the nanometers. And that nanometer, okay, the nano, it means 10 to the power minus 9. So I'm just going to divide by 10 to the power minus 9 like this. Okay, so if you want, you can punch this on your calculator. It gives you a direct answer. If you can, if you want, you can use find it using the laws of indices. So this is the same as 3.9, sorry, multiplied by 10 the power 3 over 10 the power minus 9. So here you can even put this over 1. It's the same thing. I'm just separating it. So 3.9 multiplied by 10 to the power 3. It gives me this, okay? That you can see on top. 1 multiplied by this, it still gives me this, okay? So you can separate it like that. So now remember, if we have the same base, let's say b to the power m, and then I'm dividing by b to the power n. If the base is the same, I can simply say b and then m minus n. Okay? M minus n. That's the rule. So here, this is the same as the 3.9 remains intact, multiplied by 10. And then this here will be 3 minus, this guy already has a minus. So you put that minus in the what? In the brackets like that. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to say the answer there is just 3.9 times 10. And then now in the uh, power there, here I didn't write it nicely because there's no space. So it was 3 minus, this minus that I'm writing is because they are dividing, but even the power there is also minus. So I'm going to write the minus in brackets like that. Okay, so don't mix the minus for dividing and the minus on the number. And then this now will just be 3.9 times 10. Okay, 3 negative multiplied by negative plus 9. So that will be, okay, that will be 3.9 times 10 to the power what? 3 plus 9, that is 12. And remember, I was moving from kilometers and now I've reached what? Nanometers. So you just use the metric system, okay? Just know the value of the prefix that is in the question, okay? Where do we get the value for the prefix? We get it from the metric table. Okay, so now we can answer the questions that are there. Please, if you have a question, be asking. Otherwise, you will get lost. So here now I have 4.2 milligrams, and I want to convert this to nanograms. Okay, so from my metric table, milli is the same as 10 to the power minus 3. And nano is the same as 10 to the power minus 9. So this will be 4.2 times 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 10 to the power minus 9. This is for the milli, this is for the nano where we are going. Okay, and I can even say, okay, this over 1. So now this will just be equals to 4.2 times 10, because these are the same bases and they're dividing to be minus 3, and then minus, because they are dividing, and then the minus 9 there like that. So this will just be 4.2 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3, negative the negative plus 9. And that will just be 4.2 times 10 minus 3 plus 9, that is positive 6. And what are the units now here? These are nanograms. Okay, so 4.6 milligrams is the same as 4.2 milligrams is the same as 4.2 times 10 to the power 6 nanogram. Okay, any questions there, guys? Okay, so this is the answer on part A. Part B, let's do the same. So part B, we have 8.0 liters. We are converting it to microliters. Okay, so now notice that here in front of the liters, there is no prefix. Okay, there's no prefix. There's no nano, there's no kilo, there's no micro, there's no pico, there's no gig, there's nothing, there's just liters. So it means that one doesn't have a prefix. Okay, and the value of something that does not have a prefix is simply 10 to the power 0. Okay? If you just see that in front of it, there is no anything that is in this table here, just multiply by 10 to the power 0. So now 10 to the power 0 is the same as 1. Okay? So this will just be 8.0 times, I can even say 8.0 over 1 times 10 to the power 0 divided by, I'm going where there is what? Micro. And when I go to my table, Micro is 10 to the power minus 6 there. Okay, so I'm dividing this by 10 to the power minus 6, and this is just 8.0 times 10. Okay, and this is 0. And then because they are dividing, this will be minus, and then now I have the minus from the minus 6 like that. So this will be 8.0 times 10, 0 plus 6. And this will just be 8.0 times 10 to the power what? 6. Okay, and this will be microliters. So 8.0 liters, when you convert it to the micro, it is the same, okay? It is the same as 8.0 times 10 to the power microliter. All right, so thank you so much for watching that video. If you'd like to access the full solutions to that paper, you are welcome to access them at discretelearning.com. Okay, so also know that Discrete Learning Institute, okay, offers supplementary lessons to all the 4 first year courses. Okay, so either it be NS, pre-med or A-levels biology, we have it on our website. Okay, we have physics, we have chemistry, and we have mathematics. Okay, so both for semester 1 and semester 2, we have all those courses on our website. So for any of the courses that you decide to register for here, okay, in case you're having some academic challenges there and there, okay, you are going to access a full quiz and tests solutions. Okay, so like the quizzes for the past intakes, you're going to access full videos to them and just learn how to actually answer the questions. You're going to access full tutorial sheet solutions. Okay, so all those tutorial sheet that has a lot of questions, we have solved them as Discrete Learning Institute, and you'll be able to access them on the website, okay, as well as on our mobile app. So just go to your Play Store, okay, or to your Apple Store, you will search Discrete Learning Institute, and then you download that app, you'll be able to actually use this. Okay, we also have solutions to final exam papers. Okay, so as you're preparing for your exam, your tests and the quizzes, it's also important to go through the past papers. So we have video solutions for questions from past exam papers. Okay. In addition to that, we also have lessons to all the topics. Okay, so all the topics, in case you miss a lesson at the university, okay, you miss a lecture, you miss a tutorial, we have all the topics available on the website, and you can access them at any particular time, even in your blankets. Okay, we also have full assignment solutions, which you can find on the website. Okay, and once you register, you also be allowed to consult from us. Okay, so meaning that if there's something that you don't understand in class, you can simply contact us and we'll be able to help you understand. Okay, plus number 7, this is a bonus. You will be able to attend live weekly classes. Okay, so these live weekly classes are interactive, okay, and we'll get to interact with you, okay, in real time. You ask the questions, we explain. It's just a nice lesson setup that we have, okay? So you'll be able to attend those weekly live classes, and it will make your learning easier. Okay, so for those who've never seen the website, okay, and want to actually subscribe right now, you can simply just open any browser. Okay, so I'll open Chrome and then type in discretelearning.com. So punch this, okay, it takes you to the website. So this is the website here, and you can see there are a lot of courses here. Okay, so depending on the level where you are, we have these filters on top. Okay, you can even check here where there's a filter like free courses. So there are free study materials that you can use, like the past papers, past tutorial sheets, notes and the like. You can go there and then you're going to find them. So if, for example, you're in first year, just click here, first year courses. Okay, you click there and then it will take you to the first year courses only. Okay, so these are the first year courses that we have. Okay, so you can subscribe for any course that you feel you need help with. Okay, and if you subscribe for any of these courses, you're going to find the tutorial sheets, the past papers, as well as the topic lessons. So if you want to subscribe, okay, once you log into the website, Okay, some of you don't have an account. It will ask you to create the account. Once you create the account, you'll be able to log in. Just click here where it's written subscribe to course. So click there, okay, and then it will take you to the part where you can make the payment and then be able to access the course. So even here there are filters, okay, in case you are lost, just click if you're in first year courses. Okay, so the first year courses will appear here and you can actually subscribe for any of them. So just select them. Once you select them, you can also choose the duration, okay, by clicking this arrow, which is pointing downwards. So click there and you can see different periods have different amounts. Okay, so if you want to subscribe for a week, there's a price for that. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, even 2 years in advance, you can subscribe. Okay, so once you select there, you proceed to the payment. A prompt is going to come on your phone to put the password and the like. You put subscribe, then you have access to the course. Okay, so this can be done by you yourself. Okay, you don't need anyone to do this for you. You all have phones and the like, so just subscribe and say goodbye to your academic pressures. Okay, so if you want a full guide, you can kindly check the link in the description below here. Okay, it's going to give you a video that shows you how to make an account on our website and how to register, although I've showed you again here. Okay, and then you're also going to find a link to our website and the link to our mobile app. Okay, so subscribe now and say bye to your academic challenges. Okay, so for those who would like to contact me, my number is 0779 96 40 and then 10. So that is Tutor Pro Solutions. All right, so thank you so much for watching. This has been Tutor Pro Solutions. Until next time, always there for you.